Okay. Yes. That's right. So they want to make posters and they want to collect some money. That's what they said here. They said, let's raise some money. Raise money means to collect it in one way or another so that they can let people know about it. They can let people know about what they're doing to the park, and so they can save the park. They do not want the park to get destroyed. They want to save the park, and that's what they're doing. Let's see what's going to happen next. They need, of course, they need art supplies. Why do they need art supplies? If they have art supplies, they can make posters. Posters are pictures and drawings and other things on a piece of paper. They will make posters to let people know about the park. Let's go to the next page. Let's see what's going to happen next. I will read first. Listen carefully. Miguel and Lana asked customers at Low High Foods for help. Low High Foods? What is Low High Foods? It's like a food city or Kiel's supermarket, but it's called Low High. Miguel and Lana, I'll read one more time, asked customers. Customers are people who come to the shop to buy food. They asked customers at Low High Foods for help. People were happy to give money. They wanted to save the park too. So people are donating money. They want to help save the park, and that's how Lana and Miguel are going to raise money. Let's read it. Your turn. Let's read these 4 lines. Ready, set, read.
Miguel and Lana asked customers and people were happy to give money. They wanted to save the park too.
Very good. You can read very well. Right. Customers. Now you know the word customers if you didn't know it before. It's a good word. I'll read the next page. Listen carefully. The kids were able to raise means to collect enough money to buy art supplies. Art supplies are like pencils and crayons and markers to draw pictures with and to decorate their posters. They made lots of posters. Their parents helped them put the posters up all around the city. Now, they went to the art shop, a shop where they sell art supplies, and now they're making posters with their friends, it seems. Friends are helping. And then they put these posters on walls all around the city for everybody to see. And they wrote, "Save our park" there because they want to save the park. They do not want the park to become a car parking lot. It's not a car park, it's a children's park. Now it's your turn to read. Let's read these 5 lines. I'll unmute you. Ready, set, start.
Able to kids were able to raise enough money but
That's right. Very good. They made lots of posters. Their parents helped them put the posters up all around the city. Let's go to the next page. What's going to happen? Soon after the posters went up, the whole city knew the news. They knew the news. They knew what news? They knew the news that the city is planning to remove the park and build a garage or a car park instead. Everyone was talking about the park. No one wanted to see a garage go up in its place. The mayor called a big meeting. So they will have a meeting. This is a poster. This person must be a mayor. Who's a mayor? Mayor is the person in charge of the whole city or the whole town, the city mayor. That's what they call them. Okay, some difficult words here. Let's see if you can read it all without making a mistake. Ready, set, start. Okay, which words were difficult? Let's see. This one is whole. You know this word, right? Whole. W is kind of silent. We say whole. Whole city knew the news. Another difficult word, garage. We had it on other pages as well. The mayor of the city is the person who is in charge of the whole city, a government person, right? People who work in the government, some of them are called mayors. Let's go to the next page. Let's see what's going to happen. I'll read. Listen. Miguel and Lana's father called the TV news. He even called the TV news. Is that a good idea? I think it is. He told a reporter about the meeting with the mayor. They're having a meeting and he told the reporter about it. Why did he tell the news reporter about the meeting? Let's see. The reporter said she would go to the meeting. She would tell about it on the evening news. On the evening news, whenever you watch TV, there's news. On the evening news, they will talk about the park and they will ask people to try to stop the city to removing the park and building a car park instead of it. So that's what they're doing. This is the plan. The difficult words here that you have to watch out for are the word reporter, the news reporter, the people who are on the news. Okay? I think other words are very easy. Let's try reading. Ready, set, go.
Miguel and father called I am finished reading.
Very good. Good job. That's right. The TV news he called, and there was a news reporter there. That's right. Let's go to the next page. Let's see if that's going to help them save the park. Let's find out. They have a big meeting right now. There's the meeting. There must be the reporters there. Let's see if they're going to come up with a good decision. I'll read. Listen. Hundreds of people showed up for the meeting with the mayor. Hundreds, many people came. Showed up means came for the meeting with the mayor. Please help save our park, Miguel and Lana told the crowd. Then a woman stood up. This woman stood up. Why did she stand up? Stand up is present tense. Stood up is past tense. I own a big empty lot, she said. The garage can go there. Then we can keep the park just as it is. Everyone cheered. What did she say? She said that she has some land and she wants to donate the land so they can build the garage there. Then they do not have to touch the park and the park will not be destroyed. The park will be saved then. That's why everybody cheered. Everybody clapped their hands. It's a good decision, don't you think? I think it is. Now it's your turn to read. Lots of difficult words here. Be careful with the word hundreds, showed up, garage. Again, everyone cheered the last two words. Okay, let's read now. Ready, set, start. Hundreds. All right. That's right. Everybody's reading, right? Great. Charundi, did you read?
Reading.
Reading? Okay, very good. I'm looking at your faces to check whether you're reading or not. Everybody read. Okay? Hundreds of people. A difficult word. This one probably was difficult. What is it? Let me unmute you. Tell me, what is it? Crowd. That's right. It's the word crowd. Very good. Crowd. Can be difficult. Everyone cheered. Woohoo! Everyone cheered. And finally, what's going to happen? That night, listen carefully. That night, Lana and Miguel watched the news. They felt smiles spreading on their faces as they watched. Make a smile spread on your face. Yes, beautiful smiles you have. Great. They felt smiles spreading on their faces as they watched. Spreading, right? That's a difficult word, probably. The reporter said the park was saved. Then she said the mayor gave the park a new name. Wow, what name did they give the park? It would be called Lana Miguel Park. Wow, they named the park after the children, Lana and Miguel. So they called the park Lana Miguel Park. It's nice. Would you like a park be named after you? Kuwini Park, for example, or Atara Park, or Charundi Park, Shanu Park. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, let's read. Ready, set, start.
That night, Lana and Miguel watched the news. I see. As they watched, the reporter said the park and the mayor gave the new name. It would be
All right. Good job. Good job.
Watch the news with their father.
All right. Great. Great. And this is the end of the story. Did you like the story?
I
You love the story?
like it.
You liked it. Great. Lana and Miguel's park. Do you like going to the park? That's the question. Do you like going to parks and play there? Yes.
Very much.
Yes. Great.
Yeah.
What do you like to do at the
Yes.
park? What do you do there? Do you like running in the park or playing, swinging?
The playground.
You like playing in the playground? I like parks too. Parks are fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Parks are really fun. We have a lot of students absent today, probably because of the rain, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's fine. Now, I have a story for you today. Listen carefully. I'm going to tell you a story. Maybe you know it. Maybe some of you have read it. It's called The Magic Tree House. Anybody knows the Magic Tree House series? No? Some of you know it? Or you don't know? You don't know.
I know, sir.
You know it? Atara, you know it?
Yes.
I'll show it to you. Here, I'll show it to you. Wait a second. Here it is. This is the front cover. We're reading book number 1, Magic Tree House, book number 1. It's called Dinosaurs Before Dark. Can you see? Can you see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I see the picture.
Great. Dinosaur. Do you like dinosaurs?
Yes, I dinosaur.
Like dinosaurs? No, you don't like dinosaurs? Oh, well, if you don't like dinosaurs, you might like something else. We're starting with the chapter 1 today. You like dinosaurs? Great. Everybody likes dinosaurs. Okay. Chapter 1, I'll read, listen carefully, and then I will ask you questions after each chapter, okay? So let me mute you for now. Listen. Listen. Chapter 1.
I can't see anything.
You cannot see a thing? Who cannot see anything?
I see. I see, sir.
You see? Okay.
I see.
Okay. Well, if you cannot see it, it's probably because of the connection. Wait a little bit and then it will appear and you would be able to see it. Okay? It should appear soon if you cannot see it. If the connection is slow, maybe you can turn your video off. If you turn the video off, it would be, yes, it would be easier to see. Okay, here we go. I'm reading chapter 1, Into the Woods. Help! A monster! Said Annie. Annie's a girl and she's screaming. Where's a monster? Who's a monster? Yeah, sure, said Jack. A real monster in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. That's where they live. Frog Creek, Pennsylvania is like us saying Ganimula, Gampaha district, right? That's where we live. Do you live in Ganimula, in Gampaha, right? Or maybe Bolata or Jaila or Kandana, wherever you live, that's their address. They live in a town called Frog Creek in the district of Pennsylvania. It's not in Sri Lanka, but it doesn't matter. See, Annie and Jack are brother and sister. Run, Jack, said Annie. She ran up the road. Oh, brother. Going to the next page. Hope it loads quickly for you so you can see it. This is what he got for spending time with his 7-year-old sister. His sister's 7 years old. And how about Jack? Annie loved pretend stuff, but Jack was 8.5. He liked real things. How old are you? Tell me how old you are.
I'm 8.5 years old.
8.5. You're 8.5. I guess you are about the same age with Jack, right? Some of you are 8.5. Maybe somebody's 9. Maybe. Annie loved pretend stuff. She liked to pretend and play. But Jack was 8.5. He liked real things. He didn't like to pretend like a little boy. He's not a little boy anymore. He's 8.5. Watch out, Jack. The monster's coming. Race you. Race you means let's have a race. Let's see who runs faster. No, thanks, said Jack. Annie raced alone into the woods, into the forest. Jack looked at the sky. The sun was about to set. Come on, Annie, it's time to go home. It's evening. The sun is setting down. But Annie had disappeared. She vanished. Where is she? He cannot see her anymore. What happened to Annie? Next page. Jack waited. No Annie. Annie, he shouted again. Jack, Jack, come here. Jack groaned. This better be good, he said. Jack left the road and headed into the woods. The trees were lit with a golden late afternoon light. Come here, called Annie. There she was, standing under a tall oak tree. Look, she said. She was pointing at a rope ladder, the longest rope ladder Jack had ever seen. Do you know what a rope ladder is like? Let's see if I can draw a picture for you so you know what it looks like. A rope ladder would look like this. It's made of rope. And there are some steps like this. And the rope ladder was, what was at the top of it? Can you guess? You can tell me, let me unmute you. Maybe you can tell me what was at the top. What was at the top?
There was magic at the top. There was a tree house.
Yes, how do you know? How do you know there's a tree house? You've read this book?
The title, it says Magic Tree House.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's pretty smart. Yes, you're a real detective, like Nate the Great. Yes, there was a tree. This is a tree. That's a tree. And there's a rope goes to the tree.
I have Magic Tree House.
You have the book? I see. Yes, there was a tree. Let me clear it all and let's continue reading and see what's going to happen. Is there really a tree house there? Going to the next page. The longest rope ladder Jack had ever seen. We've read this part. Let's go to the next page and see. Wow, he whispered. The ladder went all the way up to the top of the tree. There at the top was a tree house. It was tucked between 2 branches. That must be the highest tree house in the world, said Annie. It was that high. It was all the way at the top of a tree. That's why it was so high. It's the highest tree house in the world, Annie thinks. Who built it? Asked Jack. I've never seen it before. I don't know, but I'm going up, said Annie. She's going up? No, we don't know who it belongs to, said Jack. Just for a teeny minute, just for one little minute, just for a short time, said Annie. She started up the ladder. She started climbing up the ladder. Annie, come back. She kept climbing. She doesn't listen to him. And this is a picture. You can see the picture. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tree. There's a big tree over here. Jack is at the bottom. Annie, she went all the way up to the tree house. There she is. You can see her in the window looking down. The tree house is stuck between two branches of a tree. This is the rope ladder made of rope and some steps. Would you like to go all the way up?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's climb. Everybody start climbing. Climb. Oh, that's nice. You can climb very well. Awesome. Good job climbing. Let's go. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Will Jack follow or will he stay at the bottom? Let's see. Going to the next page. Jack sighed. Annie, it's almost dark. We have to go home. Annie disappeared inside the treehouse. Annie! Jack waited a moment. He was about to call again when Annie poked her head out of the treehouse window. Books! She shouted. What? It's filled with books, meaning there are many books inside the treehouse. Oh man, Jack loved books. He pushed his glasses into place like this. Like this. If you have glasses, you push them into place. He gripped the sides of the rope ladder and up he went. He's climbing up. Let me ask you some questions now. Tell me if you remember, okay? What are the names of the brother and the sister? Jack and Annie, that's right, Jack and Annie. How old is Annie? How old is Annie?
7 years old.
7 years old. Yes. How old is Jack?
8 years old.
Not just 8, but 8.5. That's right. He's 8.5 years old. Yes. Do you remember where they live? Where do they live?
Pennsylvania.
They live in Pennsylvania. That's right. In the Frog Creek. The name of their town is Frog Creek in the district of Pennsylvania. What time of the day was it? Morning, afternoon, evening, or night?
Evening.
That's right, evening. The sun was setting down. The sun is setting, and it was time for them to go to school.
No, home.
To go home. That's right. What did Annie like to do? What does she like doing?
Pretending.
She likes to play pretend. That's right. And on this day, she was pretending that she could see what?
A monster.
A monster. That's right. She pretended she was seeing a monster and running away from it. Then, what was the first thing Annie saw near the tree?
The tree house.
No, before the tree house.
Lot of books.
Before that. A rope ladder. That's right. A rope ladder. There was a rope ladder. Yes. She went up to the tree house. What was inside the tree house?
Books.
Books. That's right. Let's see what's going to happen as they're reading books. Let's continue. We'll read one more chapter today. Are you ready? Okay. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Here we go. Chapter 2, The Monster. Why is it called a monster? Are they going to see a real monster? Let's find out. Jack crawled through a hole in the tree house floor. Wow, the tree house was filled with books. Books everywhere. Very old books with dusty covers. New books with shiny, bright covers. Look, you can see far, far away, said Annie. She was peering out the treehouse window. Peering out means she was looking out the treehouse window. Jack looked out the window with her. Down below were the tops of the other trees. Sorry, my connection, I got disconnected. I will show you the screen again here. Okay, can you see it?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I got disconnected. Now I'm back online. Here we go.
Yes.
I'll start from the beginning, okay? Beginning of this page. Look, you can see far, far away, said Annie. She was peering out the treehouse window. Jack looked out the window with her. Jack, down below were the tops of the other trees. In the distance, he saw the Frog Creek Library, the elementary school, the park. He could see the whole town from the top of the tree. It was that high. It's like if you go to the Lotus Tower, you can see from the top of it, you can see everything, the whole Sri Lanka pretty much. Annie pointed in the other direction. There is our house, she said. They could see their own house. Sure enough, there was their white wooden house with a green porch. Next door was their neighbor's black dog, Henry. Wow, wow. He looked very tiny from up there. He looked very small. Hi, Henry, shouted Annie. Shush, said Jack. We're not supposed to be up here. He glanced around the tree house again. Glanced means looked. He looked around. I wonder who owns all these books. Who's the owner? He said. He noticed bookmarks were sticking out of many of them. I like this one, said Annie. She held up a book with a castle on the cover. She likes castles. Here is a book about Pennsylvania, said Jack. He turned to the page with a bookmark. Hey, there's a picture of Frog Creek in here, said Jack. It's a picture of these woods. It's a book about their neighborhood, about their town, about the forest near their town. Oh, here is a book for you, said Annie. She held up a book about dinosaurs. A blue silk bookmark was sticking out of it. Let me see it. Jack set down his backpack and grabbed the book from her. You look at that one, and I look at the one about castles, said Annie. No, we better not, said Jack. We don't know who these books belong to. They're not ours. Should they really be looking at the books if the books are not theirs? They didn't even ask for permission to look at those books. But even as he said this, Jack opened the dinosaur book to where the bookmark was. He couldn't help himself. Jack really likes dinosaurs, it seems. He turned to a picture of an ancient flying reptile, a pteranodon. You don't say P, pteranodon, it's a silent P. We say pteranodon. That's the name of a dinosaur, the flying one. He touched the huge bat-like wings. Wow, whispered Jack. I wish I could see a pteranodon for real. Jack studied the picture of the odd-looking creature soaring through the sky. Ah! Screamed Annie. Why is Annie screaming? What's the matter? What do you think? Why is Annie screaming?
There was a dinosaur.
There's a dinosaur? Really? She sees a real dinosaur? Let's see, let's see. Let's go to the next page and see if there's really a dinosaur. What? Said Jack. A monster! Annie cried. She pointed to the treehouse window. Stop pretending, Annie, said Jack. No, really, said Annie. Jack looked out the window. A giant, a very big creature was gliding above the treetops. He had a long, weird crest on the back of his head, a skinny beak, and the huge bat-like wings. It was a real-life pteranodon, and there is a picture. The creature curved through the sky. He was coming straight toward the treehouse. He looked like a glider plane. That's how big he was. Can you see the picture?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you can see. This is behind his head. This is called a crest. This is called a beak. It's a very sharp beak. And he has wings, very, very large wings, bat-like wings. Jack is looking out. He's gonna fall. Don't look out like that. You're very, very high up above the ground. Shouldn't be looking like that, right? Let's see what's gonna happen. Is the monster, is the dinosaur, pteranodon, going to attack them? The wind began to blow. Suddenly there's a wind. It's blowing. It's blowing right now outside too. It's raining and the wind is blowing. Can you hear it? Everybody make the wind sound. Nice. That's a beautiful wind sound. Thank you. Let's see what's going to happen to the children. The leaves trembled. If you look out the window, the leaves are trembling on the trees right now. Suddenly, the creature soared up. It went up. It flew up, high into the sky. Jack nearly fell out the window trying to see it. The wind picked up. It was whistling now. It's whistling. That's how strong the wind is. The treehouse started to spin. How does it spin? How does treehouse spin? Spinning, it means it's moving in circles like this. It's spinning in circles like that. With the children inside it, it's spinning around and around and around in circles. Why? Isn't it in the tree? How can it spin? Is it magic? Is the magic working? What's happening? Cried Jack. What's happening? Get down, shouted Annie. She pulled down him back from the window. The treehouse was spinning faster and faster. Jack squeezed his eyes shut. He held onto Annie. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Everything stopped moving. The wind stopped blowing. The treehouse stopped spinning. It was still. Jack opened his eyes. Sunlight slanted through the window. Sunlight? Where did it come from? It was evening. There shouldn't be any sunlight because when they got inside the treehouse, it was evening and the sun was setting down. But now there's sunlight. There was Annie, the books, his backpack. The treehouse was still high up in an oak tree, but it wasn't the same oak tree. It was a different oak tree. They were in a different place. Where were they? Where have they ended up? Where has the magic taken them? Have any ideas? Any suggestions? What do you think?
Yes.
Where are they?
It's went to a magic oak tree.
It's a magic oak tree. It's a different oak tree. Well, we'll find out next time, but let me ask you some questions about this chapter, okay? What book did Annie want to read? There were many books, but which one did she want to read?
Castles.
About castles, that's right, Kenza. Yes, she likes castle books. How about Jack?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, that's right.
The dinosaur.
What was the name of the dinosaur that they saw? Pteranodon, yes, Pteranodon. You don't say P sound in the beginning of it. You start with a T, Pteranodon, not P, but T, Pteranodon. That's how you pronounce it. Yes. What does Pteranodon look like?
It has a crest in its back and a
Crest.
skinny beak.
Yes,
Like a
a very
bat.
sharp beak and bat-like wings. That's what it looks like. That's right.
Wing.
Bat-like wings. Very good. Oh, our time is almost over. We're gonna stop here. We will find out where Jack and Annie ended up being and what kind of a world the magic took them. We'll find out next time, okay? Next week we will continue with this story. I hope you liked it. If you didn't like it, oh well, I hope you liked what's gonna happen to Jack and Annie next. It's a fun book. It's a fun story. And we'll find out about what's gonna happen to them next time. That's all for today. Enjoy the rest of the day. Okay, bye-bye everyone. God bless you. Bye. Bye. God bless you. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Good afternoon. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. You can go now. Do your homework. Study.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Nisha, for the heart. Nisha, she pasted a heart over there in the left corner. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Nadia, too. Thank you for the heart.
Bye.
Bye.